I caught my top student using A to write essays. What I did next shocked the entire faculty. Mrs. Jen, can I talk to you after class? Ethan Parker, my star AP English student, stood nervously at my desk. Something was off. In 4 years of teaching, I'd never seen him fidget like this. After the room emptied, he placed a printed essay on my desk. I need to tell you something before you grade this. The essay in question had stunned me the previous night. Ethan was always good, but this paper analyzing Toni Morrison's Beloved showed a sudden leap in sophistication, complex sentence structures, nuanced literary references, and a depth of analysis I rarely saw in high school work. I used it to write parts of it, he confessed, eyes down. Not the whole thing, but maybe 60%. My first instinct was disappointment. Ethan had a 4.0 NEBLI and was heading to Yale on scholarship. Why would he risk everything? I've been working 30 hours a week at the grocery store since Dad lost his job, he explained. I was falling behind and panicked. As he spoke, I realized we were facing something education wasn't prepared for. Plagiarism tools couldn't reliably detect error writing. Our school's honor code hadn't been updated since 2010. Instead of reporting him immediately as policy required, I made a decision that would later be called either brilliant or reckless. Ethan, I want you to rewrite this essay, but this time I want you to use AI as a collaborative tool, not a replacement. Use it for research, outlining, and feedback, but write your own analysis. Then I asked him to document exactly how he used AI, which prompts he tried, how he modified the output, what he kept, and what he changed. The paper he submitted a week later was entirely his voice, but accompanied by a fascinating 3-page reflection on human-AI collaboration. His analysis of how the AI struggled with Morrison's complex themes of identity was more insightful than his original work would have been. Rather than hiding what happened, I asked Ethan if he'd be willing to present his experience to the faculty. With his permission, I organized a special session where he demonstrated both the capabilities and limitations of AI writing tools. The room was silent as the 17-year-old showed teachers twice his age how students were actually using these tools not just to cheat, but sometimes out of desperation when overwhelmed. The presentation sparked our school's complete overhaul of assessment policies. We now teach literacy alongside traditional research skills. Essays have evolved into multi-stage projects that value process as much as product. 6 months later, our approach was featured in Education Weekly. 3 neighboring districts have adopted similar models. Ethan still mentions that moment in our occasional emails. Thanks for seeing me as a person in trouble, not just a cheater, he wrote recently from college. You taught me more by how you handled my mistake than by any book we read. Sometimes the best teaching happens when we're brave enough to rewrite the rules.